Right now, the biggest airdrops are not going to people bridging, swapping, using faucets, and using the new testnet. They're going to people posting memes. They're writing threads. They're building a real influence and getting rewarded for it right now. Don't get your wallet wrecked by playing these on-chain games. Build attention online, go on X with this new trend. In this video, I'll explain what InfoFi actually is, why it's blown up right now, how people are getting paid just for being active in the right conversations, and what you need to do day to day to start earning for your attention. With my strategy, you don't have to buy any new tokens, you don't have to be trading, you don't have to be bridging, you don't have to do any of these fake tasks on chain. All you have to do is have a Twitter account, make real content, make an impact, and you get paid. Let's dive in. And here, this is the biggest platform that there is right now, called Kato. There was a huge airdrop for people that participated in this, and there's still an ongoing reward system for participants of other airdrops and also Kato, so stay tuned for that. It's a rapidly emerging vertical where your thoughts, interactions, and influence are tokenized. In simple terms, post useful content, you get rewarded. You get a score. Engage authentically, get rewarded again. Build reputation, and earn future upside rewards. Your attention is the new yield. So why is this gaining attention and traction now? Well, right now, projects need more than ever real attention to bolster real metrics, because traditional airdrop farming is inefficient. Projects want contributors, not fake engagement and fake clicks. InfoFi lets them reward actual valuable contributors. They post smart posts, they have real engagement, and they build a reputation that has a real circle of influence. This is more scalable and it's more aligned with the Web3 ethos. The key shift is from moving from useless tasks and useless clicks that a bot could perform to actual valuable attention that only real humans can garner. So instead of jumping through these artificial hoops, they want to do better and give you more by doing things that actually matter, like making threads, doing memes, sharing alpha, commenting on other posts, boosting other people's metrics, and being early and useful in the right conversations. Everything that you do and engage with is tracked and scored, and very soon everything will be rewarded. And I'm going to show you the 5 platforms here that have just come out recently with some of the best reward systems that have ever come to. So I think the first pioneer in this is Kato, and they're probably the best to ever do it with the biggest market share in this industry. And they have one of the first to market tokens as well. The other ones have yet to launch tokens, so there is some very big upside for using the other ones as well. So we're going to go through those. So Kato here, they're tracking things on Twitter, also known as X, and you have to connect your Twitter for all of these, and you're going to be given a score. And so what you're going to be wanting to do is interact with other people that are on this leaderboard, and you can track the leaderboard. You can see your current score as well and see how many yaps you have and see how many points you have. So everything has a name for their point system and have their differences with their leaderboard. So if you click over here, yaps, all you have to do is click and sign in. So let's go ahead and do that. So I think the best strategy is trying to use all these platforms as much as you can simultaneously. And you don't need a big following to do this. You don't need reliance on hype, and you don't have any dependency on one platform specifically. And you don't have to go viral. Just be consistent with contributing to all of the platforms that are using these various platforms that we're going to go through here. So here we have the apps, and you can see the leaderboard right here. And it's a very good idea to start tracking a couple of these that you really align with and start to become a reply guy if you're starting out. And the more you are consistent with those people, the more they're going to start to interact back with you as well if you're contributing anything meaningful to the conversation. So what you want to do is be very unique and actually provide value for each contribution and each conversation that you're entering. So let's go over to the next one, because I think if you go on to crypto Twitter or on YouTube, there's a lot of information on Kato right now. So just want to point this out that this is the first one, or one of the first, and they have most of the market right now, and they have a token. So the other ones are a lot newer, a lot smaller, and they don't have a token. So there's huge opportunity here. So I'm going to be sharing my invite for a lot of these, as a lot of these are invite only. Some of them you can sign up with just an email or a wallet, and you just need to go to the website. And here we are at Wall Chain, and here we have different projects. If you click over here, we have Wall Chain itself. So if you want to start quacking about, this is what they use for their metrics, is our quacks. So the K2 are called yaps. So they're just another word for points. So I'm just going to say points for the rest of these here so it doesn't get convoluted and confusing. And here we have different apps that we can choose from, Ape Chain, and we have Socket. So each one of these are going to have a different leaderboard. And what you want to do is you're going to be wanting to tag these projects on Twitter and also engage with all the different people that are conversing about the project, and make sure you start to enter and start to garner attention from these people that are also interacting and conversing about this project. So there's different projects right now, there's 3, and I'm sure they'll add more to this. Just know that it seems that we're very early to this one, and that seems to be going to be the theme here. So just make sure you stay tuned for a lot of the updates that each of the projects are going to be having, as things are going to be changing. I think that could eventually alter the meta, which could give you an advantage here if you're paying attention. So here we have ethos.network, and this is very similar, where we could start to post about all the various projects. This one has its own leaderboard over here. You can start to see what they have here by going to see like who's actually tweeting and what kind of scores they have, what kind of reviews they have. So over here they have vouches, they have an invite tracker as well. So there's all types of metrics that they're tracking here. And this is currently going on a preseason, and that is over. So the next one could start at any minute now. So that's why it's so important to start getting into these very early. This is one that has a very tough invite system. So if you can get an invite for this, make sure you start using this as much as you can, because you are definitely in a very good spot being early here. Let's go to the next one. It's called Give Ret. Yeah, so this is integrated with Sui network, which is one of the ones that are built into the Sui network, and none of the other ones really have that. The other ones are like built on Solana or an EVM chain. So I like that this is building on that Sui ecosystem, and it's one of the more unique apps on Sui. So let's go over to the next one, because these are all very much the same. If you click on Mindshare, you can just click on the different projects and see which projects are allocating what, and you can see the leaderboard, just like all the other platforms where they have leaderboards and they have their point systems, they have their campaigns. It's very similar. So just make sure you're going through all these different tabs up here, like leaderboard, Mindshare, and loyalty, and start to get involved in each one of these, where you can start to join these and then see where you are on the leaderboard and rank up on that leaderboard. Let's go to the next one. It's called Mirra. And this is using some sort of AI, just like how Kato is. And I think a lot of these are using a AI system that integrates with Twitter and gives a ranking for your profile and your interactions on Twitter. So right here, we have the profile for myself, and we have the leaderboard for Mirra. And this is really cool because you can see all the other people that are ranking along with you. And you can see what they're all about. They're using AI. They're using a what they say collective intelligence, and they're just using this content layer and information layer to make a discernment of what is the most valuable pieces of that content in all that information. So let's go over to the last one. This is, I would say, it's gotten some FUD recently that I saw. So just be aware of that. Look it up on Twitter if you are a little bit wary of that. And they say right here that you can connect and earn, and just connect your Twitter, your email, all that good stuff, and you can start earning what they say up to, personally myself, they told me $8,460 with this sort of reward system that they have in place. So make sure you're tweeting, engaging on Twitter, and connected to all these platforms so that you could earn from these airdrops, because I think the meta has really changed with airdrops going to mostly the drivers of attention And this is how they've done it with these platforms. So I've given you this list of all the different platforms here, and that about covers it today, guys. Hope you liked today's video. If you have any comments or recommendations, leave it down below in the comments. I'll be sure to check it out. I'll give you a reply as well. And if you'd like to join my community, we're on Discord. It's a free channel you can check out. So just click on the link down below, or you can join it at wap.com. Thanks guys for watching today's video again, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care and be safe out there.